Yeah, of course. I just want to say massive thank you. As soon as I walked into that door 5 years ago, everyone welcomed me with open arms, and I felt that love during that time. I felt the support, and it was amazing. We had a lovely bond between each other, and I'm gonna miss you guys. And well, I'm sure in the future I will come to the game, and I will always like follow the results, and um, I wish you all the very the best.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. Please to like, comment, subscribe and share as always. Just like that, the season has now come to an end. The season has finished. We are now entering a massive summer for Millwall Football Club. And at the end of every season, every club has a retained and release list. And on that list, we knew just before the end of the season that our Polish Panther, that our big cat, Bartosz Białkowski, will leave the club. He has left the club. And you know what? This video is a difficult one for me to make because I always knew the quality that Barkowski had. I've always knew the quality that Barkowski's had and still has. But I will get into this video. In this video, I will explain where I think he will go from here. Bartosz Białkowski has left the club. And it was coming. It was coming. We know it was about or going to be leaving the club realistically. He's 36, 37 years old, and all good things come to an end. I will show you his final interview as a Millwall player in this video, so stick around for that one because it was quite emotional, to be fair to you. But we know the quality Barkowski had. Back-to-back player of the year. Back-to-back player of the year, and Golden Glove winner, of course. But let's get into how it started. He signed for the club initially on loan, didn't he? In 2019, he come to the club as a little bit, shall we say, cripple, bless him. But he done fantastically well. 5 long years of loyal service, and like I said, all good things come to an end. But we all knew when he came to the club he was carrying some problems with his knees, and due to that he failed 2 medicals in the summer of 2019, because we were meant to be signing him permanently for something probably around 900 to 950,000 pounds, something like that. I'm not too sure on the numbers, but what an absolute steal it was in the end, or it was turned out to be an absolute steal, didn't it? It was an absolute phenomenal cat for this football club. But like I said, all good things come to an end. Maybe his body, his body was telling him to slow down, and that is what he done. But he made banger after banger after banger of saves, didn't he? One sticks out to me was the one at Charlton, at home to Charlton, Cardiff, Luton. He made some phenomenal saves, and single-handedly at times won us championship points. He was a phenomenal keeper, and I thought in his prime at Millwall Football Club, I thought he was easily the best keeper in the league, proven with him winning obviously the Golden Glove in 2019 in his debut season. But he's not just a phenomenal person, he's not just a phenomenal goalkeeper, by the way, and I think he could still do a job. Will he do a job? I will get into that in a minute. But he's a phenomenal down to earth guy. He provides leadership qualities. Everybody in the football club adores him, and he didn't, you know what I like about him? He didn't complain, he didn't whine when his time in between the Millwall sticks gradually come to an end when we signed Sarkic last summer. He just took it on the chin, and he come in last season, didn't he, and done a job when Sarkic got injured for a period, and he's done a job. I remember at Plymouth, made a couple of good saves. But we all know the qualities he had or has or had, I'm going to say had, because I think that will be the end of Bartosz Białkowski in a playing capacity, because I think he will, unfortunately, the big man, I think, will hang up his gloves at the age of 36. But where does this leave us in the goalkeeping compartment? I think we got some good keepers in the youth academies and stuff like that, but Connell Truman is not up to the level. I think he's a League One keeper at best, in my opinion. I don't think he would provide me and probably the majority of the fan base with confidence stepping up to be our number 2. So another video that I'm going to do in the summer is what we need going forward and what we need in the transfer market to make sure we're not in the same position as we were this season. I think we need another cat, and I think we will be getting or trying to go into the market for another cat. One thing that is going to be massively lost with Bart's departure, is leadership qualities. He's a leader, isn't he? And that is one thing that we are going to be losing, and that is one thing that I think that we're going to need to recruit for in the summer. But like I said, him and Hutch, potentially Hutch will be leaving the building as well. We don't know that yet. Nothing's come out as I'm recording this video. But he could be leaving the building as well. So that may put a massive dent in our leadership hole that we need to fill. Do you get where I'm coming from? Because yes, we need to get the age down in the squad. Yes, things come to a natural end, and I think it was the time for Bart to say goodbye. But I think in the summer, with the video that I'm going to do in the summer, I think we're going to need to recruit some more leaders, some more captain material players. But look, it was a fantastic time, fantastic player, fantastic person, and it was a pleasure to call you a Millwall player for 5 years. Back-to-back player of the year. Back-to-back player of the year. Golden Glove winner. Phenomenal goalkeeper. In my opinion, the best goalkeeper in the league. By an absolute distance at some points. And all that's left for me to say now is we all wish you the very, very best for the future. Your future endeavours, whatever you decide to do. Do you continue playing? Do you go down a couple of divisions? Do you go back to Poland? Or do you go back to where your family are? I don't know. I think your family are abroad, aren't they? On holiday or staying somewhere. So I wish him all the very best for the future. But I think this will be the end of Białkowski. But in a playing capacity, and I think he will maybe take up a coaching role. His son is a goalkeeper, I'm pretty sure, for Ipswich Town. And by this video goes out, they're probably a Premier League club, so well done to Ipswich Town. So will he go back to Ipswich and help his son in developing him? I don't know, but that's down to him. That's down to him having a chat with his family, see what is the best thing for him to do. So, but it is over between Bart and Millwall Football Club. And I wish him all the very best for the future. And all that's left for me to say now is I will see you again in the summer for more, or in the coming weeks for more videos with what's going on in and around the den. And all that's left for me to say is I will show you and pass you over to Bartosz Białkowski for the final time as he says his final goodbye to the Millwall fan base. All the best, King. Superb, mate. Absolutely brilliant. Goodbye, Bart.
Bartosz Białkowski, it is time for you to say farewell to Millwall Football Club. First of all, since your announcement on Friday night, how's it been? How are you feeling?
Yeah, it's been very emotional. Like I said before, I thought I'm gonna be okay, but actually, when that announcement came out, really hit me. And then obviously arrived at the den before a game, seen all these people, and probably for the last time. It was tough. Had a tear in my eye right from the start, and then like during the warm up and during the game and after the game especially, it was just lovely to be able to walk out on that pitch last time, say goodbye to all the fans, to all all the people at the stadium, and yeah, it was very touching. But I'm a bit better now. I'm a bit better. Yeah, so it was lovely.
You spoke to the crowd on Saturday, as you say, but what message do you have for people that perhaps couldn't be there or may not be at the end of season dinner? We sit here on Tuesday before that, of course. They may have seen you over the years but not been able to make it. It's a wider Millwall family, and I'm sure you've got a message for them as well.
Yeah, of course. I just want to say massive thank you. As soon as I walked into that door 5 years ago, everyone welcomed me with open arms, and I felt that love during that time. I felt the support, and it was amazing. We had a lovely bond between each other, and I'm gonna miss you guys. And well, I'm sure in the future I will come to the game, and I will always follow the results. And I wish you all the best.
Without revealing too much into your personal life, of course, why now? Why do you think the decision is right now to leave the football club and move on to pastures new?
I think it's obviously the club's got different ideas. I've got different ideas, and I think that this is the right time for me to say goodbye to this club and just move on with life and see what happens.
You've had many memorable moments at the club. We'll get onto some of them, but we'll talk about your debut. I think you probably didn't, or no one expected your debut to come in the way it did, coming on for Frank Fielding there just before half-time. Can you remember back to that day and how it all unfolded?
Well, first of all, it was mad summer. Obviously, I was going to sign in June, I think. I came here, done my medicals, failed medicals, met Neil. Had a lovely chat with him. Then obviously next day he called me and said, "Oh, there's nothing we can do really. You failed medicals." So obviously it was, didn't know what to do. Didn't know if I'm gonna stay in Ipswich or go somewhere else. But yeah, thankfully everything was sorted a few days before the season started, and yeah, at that time when I signed on loan initially, obviously I spoke to Neil, and he said to me, "Just be patient. You're gonna get your chance." And that chance came by literally a few days later, on the first day of the season. It was, didn't expect it, but my aim was to be number one keeper here, and then obviously it happened so quickly, and just everything happened so quickly on that day. So I came on, kept a clean sheet, we won the game, and then just played another 100 whatever games in a row. So so it was crazy, but it was very enjoyable.
Yeah, I was going to say, you then went on a hell of a run between the sticks. I think in all competitions, as you say, you played over 100 games. You spoke about the other day to me, the Charlton game, as one of your favourites. I remember a save at Cardiff City away as well. A lot of fans might remember where you extended yourself and it didn't seem savable, but you saved it. Can you remember any other memorable moments during your time here?
Oh, it's tough. It's very tough. There's been so many good memories. So many saves I've made. Another moment I would say was crazy and unbelievable at the same time. It was Preston away during COVID, and I think Piercy took charge of the team that day, and we won, and it was unbelievable. Obviously I've played the game, but the lads who were on the bench, obviously seeing Piercy on a touchline, trying to sort everything out from the side, was just amazing. I think just on top of my head, just that really. But like I said, there's been so many good moments in that shirt, and I'm gonna remember them all. Yeah.
One of those moments, or two of those moments, was you winning back-to-back Player of the Season awards as well, something that I'm sure you'd love to thank the fans for. And you won the Golden Glove as well. I think you shared it with David Raya while he was, I think it might have been Blackburn Rovers. Brentford, sorry, yes, correct. But a hell of an accolade that you must love having in your arsenal.
Yeah, amazing. Like to win the play of the season and the Golden Glove with like such a keeper as David was unbelievable, and in the first year as well. But that was my aim really. I knew what I can do on a pitch, and obviously I had a last tough season in Ipswich, but I've never stopped believing in myself. I've needed a change, and that was the perfect opportunity for me. It's perfect club because I felt wanted right from the start, and then, like you said, to win this kind of awards in my first couple of years was unbelievable. And then, yeah, the support I've received from the fans, obviously, that helped me a lot. Yeah, I'm really grateful for that.
Well, Bart, may I take this opportunity to say thank you for all your service at Millwall Football Club over the years. Wish you the very best in the future, and I'm sure we'll see you, as you say, down the den at some point again in the future, hopefully in the stands as a fan.
Yeah, of course, I'm sure I will come over, and I will support the boys and the club. Thank you.